Hello there, good evening. It's time for the evening news bulletin here at Adoatv. My name is Nafa Alikwaku. It's 6 p.m. and we are bringing you the news live from the John Evans at Mills High Street. The news is proudly brought to you by Asatec Roofing Sheets and Cookware and Blue City Tires and Accessories Migo Drinking Water, the only way to stay hydrated. Coming up in this bulletin, the vaccination rollout program against COVID-19 started earlier today here in Accra. And constituency executives of Ablikman North in a petition have requested the removal of the current MCE. Guta has called on all stakeholders over increments of port tariffs. Sports, the Black Satellites of Ghana are set to face Uganda in the upcoming AFCON finals. Now, let's take the detail. Ghana will begin the mass vaccination against coronavirus today. This will mark the deployment of 600,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines, which were manufactured by Serum Institute in India. The vaccination rollout is to be conducted in 43 districts with high infection rates. These include 25 in the Greater Accra region, 16 in the Ashanti region, and 2 in the Central region.
Service have outlined the COVID-19 vaccination centers across Accra for the persons within the first segment targeted for vaccination. These include healthcare workers, frontline security personnel, persons with underlying medical conditions, persons 60 years and above, and frontline members of the executive, legislature, and judiciary. Meanwhile, some health facilities in Accra have said they are prepared for the rollout of COVID-19 vaccines today. The officer in charge of health promotion at the Public Health Unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Ruth Alote, says, "We have done a lot of in-house training. We have received all the logistics from the Ghana Health Service. Management has also given all the support it has to give, and we are ready." Ultimately, Ghana hopes to vaccinate 20 million Ghanaians through the deployment of some 12,471 vaccinators, 37,413 volunteers, and 2,079 supervisors for the campaign.
Still on health, the minister designate Mr. Kweku Ajiman Menu will tomorrow, Wednesday, 3rd March 2021, brief the August House on the COVID-19 situation in the country. According to the memorandum on the business statement for the 7th week, the business committee proposed for a house to commence sitting at 10 a.m. for the conduct of scheduled business and thereafter recline into the committee of whole to grant audience to the Minister for Health. The said minister, aside the briefing of the House on COVID-19 situation, is also expected to give further clarification on the ongoing vaccination exercise. Let's move to Ablikman North, and the constituency executives of the New Patriotic Party in the Ablikman North constituency are demanding an immediate removal of the incumbent municipal chief executive, Mr. Kofi Ofori. They claim the MCE, by words and action, have proven that he cannot work with the constituency executives, which in turn negatively affected the number of votes the party accumulated in the just ended elections.
To the office of the president, constituency executives of Ablikman North constituency stated clearly why they deem it fit for the current municipal chief executive of the constituency be removed from office. Some of these claims were that the MC has neglected the party and have not supported the executive wing of the party at the constituency in any level. In further assertions, they disclosed that during the national identification exercise, the Member of Parliament for the constituency solely supported the party for operational work. A budget was presented to Mr. Kofi Ofori, the MC for the exercise. Allegedly, he took the entire sum from the coffers of the assembly, but only gave the executive a sum of 2,000 Ghana cedis as a support upon several calls for the entire exercise. Furthermore, the statement claims the MC publicly declared his stance against the former Member of Parliament during the December polls, indicating that he cannot work with the former MP, therefore urging some police station executives and some party members to vote against the MP, thereby leading to the decline of votes in the constituency, which in turn went against the New Patriotic Party in the just ended 2020 elections. All of these assertions were made in a 5-page document addressed to the President.
Moving on, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. James Opombuenu, has advised members of the Ghana Police Service to dispel all conspiracy theories surrounding the AstraZeneca vaccine. According to him, the vaccine is safe and does not cause erectile dysfunctioning as it has been circulated on social media. He made this known during the launch of the 4-day psychological well-being workshop for senior police officers in Accra and Tema.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world is currently going through a globally agonizing era as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. This regrettably is taking severe toll on economic, socio-political prospects and human resources. Many precious lives have been lost, and we are currently grappling with the devastating effects until we hope a remedy is found. As we go through the course, I urge all of you to adhere to the hygienic protocols in order to avoid infection and the spread of the virus. For those of you who are in line to take the vaccine, you should take it so you can protect yourself and all of us. Yesterday, you saw His Excellency the President, His Excellency the Vice President, their spouses, and our father, the Honorable Minister Designate for the Interior, and your IGP and some former members take the vaccine. I can assure you that it is not dangerous. I'm still alive. I'm kicking. And the men, the side effect that you fear, I can assure you that it doesn't happen. So please, you have to take it. At least I can see it as when polio and diphtheria and all those childhood diseases were emerging, and then there was a global effort to vaccinate children. Remember, back in the village, you wake up around 5 a.m., then you see a big American vehicle, Dodge at that time, a bus, something like that, with all the equipment in it. And at that time, it wasn't a small needle that was used to prick you like we are doing now. They had a pump. Yes, a pump with a trigger. And you go down, he steps on the trigger, and the thing jabs you in a very sharply painful manner. But I can assure you that this is not like that. It's just a small needle that is used to prick you. Before you are aware, the thing has already. I remember my IDC, when they finished, they said, have you finished?
For more news, log on to our website, adoanewsonline.com. We'll be right back with business. Stay with us.
Ago, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it, and wash your hands with soap under running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868, or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Numunsupa na wanya pomuden. Se wo ba numunsu a, hwe hu ni se eye Migo purified mineral water. Eye nsu a yetu ni baby pa. Asaso ni so se kroje. Se wonya Migo purified mineral water bogu ubu a, wo see you manumunsupa. Migo mineral water de edanson. Esan say the modern technology so na ye. Ede na nkabia ni atri. Migo purified mineral water. Bacteria na mhenu aberem. Eye very hygienic. Obia di wadanse. Migo mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu. Na wani bosua na ukon donsio. Wobenya Migo purified mineral water to bebia. To phone call Dodowa Amount Tipa Junction. Anafre 050-7055-409 and 055-392-1088. Migo purified mineral water. Akona kono.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Welcome back. Don't forget to join us on Facebook, Adoatv Ghana, and in business, the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, led by Dr. Joseph Obeng, has called for an emergency engagement with stakeholders over port increments. The association explains that it will be prudent to hold emergency stakeholders engagement to prevent any disaffection that may cause agitations from shippers. The president of GUTA said the trading public disagreed entirely with the introduction of the new tariff at the moment because activities of the shipping lines are not regulated, adding that they can apply this new tariff on both local and foreign charges and no one will notice. He disclosed this in a phone interview with Nanya Makolison.
They should suspend, and that they did not have stakeholder engagement with this, and that we are not in normal times, and that prices of goods and services are escalating in the market, and that this is not the appropriate time for any institution to slap on new charges. If you've observed, freight charges have gone up astronomically from $3,000 per 40-liter container to $13,000 for the same 40-liter container. I mean, there is not the time for organizations such as Kapuha to slap this bill for us. But in any case, they are saying that this charges is not meant for the importer, but meant for the shipping lines.
Exactly.
But these shipping lines have been cheating on the unsuspecting importer, in that the freight charge that we paid should be embedded in it all operational charges. And that's why we call on the government to intervene to regularize the activities of these shipping lines. And that whatever thing that the surcharges is a double charge that they are doing, because we pay our freight, and then having paid your freight charges, and then they have what they call release charges. That I've made a contract with you, I've paid the services of freight charges, and then when you are offloading the goods to me, you say I should pay again. And that's what we want the government to come in and intervene on our behalf and regularize or streamline the activities of these shipping lines, because most of the things that they do here is not done in other jurisdictions, in other countries. And that's what we are saying. So until any such time that we even allow Japora to slap this charge on us, government would have streamlined the activities of the shipping lines so they do not offload everything on us. What it means is that having paid your freight charges, they again come and slap on you their operation charges, which will be embedded in the freight charges. When you pay for the freight, it should include all the operations of the shipping line. That's the service that they are charging you. So how come that when they are even offloading the cargo to you, they say that to pay release charge? It's a stock thief. It's complete thievery. It's cheating. And we won't allow this to go. It's only Ghana here that they are doing this to us. And so for Kapoa, we are saying that we are not in normal times, and that things, goods and services are going up in the market. Freight charges have gone up astronomically high, and then we'll plead with them to exercise some restraint and meet with the stakeholders, whilst government also come in to streamline the activities of these shipping lines. Then we can understand whatever increment that they are doing.
And in some trade-related stories, Ghana will on Friday, March 5, 2021, sign a final trade agreement with the United Kingdom to replicate the effects of the trade relationship between Ghana and the UK prior to the end of the transition period following the withdrawal of the UK from the European Union. This was made known by the Minister-designate for Trade and Industry, Alan Tremantin. Some industry leaders, especially in the fruits and vegetables sector, as well as the tuna sector, had revealed weeks ago that the lack of a new trade deal between the two countries post-Brexit was threatening thousands of jobs in Ghana. The minister-designate stated that efforts have been put in place to ensure a fair deal. After a series of consultations and engagements, hopefully on the 5th of March, Ghana will sign a new trade agreement with the UK. Sports, the Black Satellites of Ghana will face Uganda. I'll be right back with the details of this story. Stay with us.
John, wow, Eddie, one point chuma. I check a roofing now. Oh, you fell one casa from Asatec. Oh, my son, roofing is a baby bray, nice keke. Mind the catcher, Asatec roofing sheet today, and your nice keke with the bodan swa a chee and renache. They want to call us a hood of a fair baby bray. No more free roofing sheet, no dear. Who hear that will be out. Now, so the bodan swa a zero supampe. Which means which Roma send your open roofing sheet. You tell some of pepe. Mama poor Asatec money there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers so aware your on-site installation. Oh yes, quality and feminine. Asatec 5 days pay na musa can order. Now a year after sales service proper being so. Sheshe Asatec Watema Community 2, Meridian Road, a Benkoko Board Warehouse, Western Region. So Asatec Watakra de Anaji, Yeni Princeland Hotel and Edition, and a Volta Region, Yawa Akachi South District Assembly Quinusua.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Numun super na wanya pomuden. Se wo ba numun so a, hwe hu ni se eye mega purified mineral water. Eye nso a yetu ni baby pa. Asaso ni so se kroje. Se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a, wo see you manumun super. Mega mineral water de edanso. Esan say the modern technology so na ye. Ede na nkabia ni atri. Mega purified mineral water. Bacteria na mhenu aberem. Eye very hygienic. Obiye di wadanse. Mega mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu. Na wani boswa na ukon donsio. Wobenya Migo purified mineral water to baby a. To phone call Dodo wa Amount Tipa Junction. Ana fre 050 7055 409 ana 055 392 1088. Migo purified mineral water. Akona kono.
Welcome back. And news from the sports desk indicates that the Black Satellites of Ghana will now face Uganda in the final match of the 2021 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations, scheduled for Saturday, March 6, 2021. And Ghana won 1-0 winners over Gambia in the first semi-final game on Monday afternoon, which also happens to be a playback time for the Satellites after they lost to their opponents in a group stages encounter. Uganda also won comfortably with a 4-1 against Tunisia in their semi-final game, which was played on Monday evening, booking a place in the final match.
Bower's 23rd minutes goal handed Ghana a 1-0 victory over Gambia in a tense semi-final match played early on Monday. The Dreams FC forward curled in one of his trademark free kicks after Mohamed Suleiman was brought down just in front of the Gambian penalty box for the only goal of the game. Coach Karim Zito's side maintained dominance in the first half, and Fasawi Isaka could have doubled the tally for Ghana if the 40th minute strike had gone in. The Gambians returned after the break with some verve as they piled pressure on the Black Satellites to find equalizer. On the 52nd minute, Donald Ibrahim pulled a fine save to deny the young Scorpions a clear opportunity. Coach Zito brought Frank Boateng and Matthew Wenim Kujo to boost Ghana's attack, and the duo quickly made their impact felt in the game when the Black Satellites claimed to Coach Zito brought Frank Boateng and Matthew Wenim Kujo to boost Ghana's attack, and the duo quickly made their impact as the Black Satellites came close to finding the net, but Boa failed to pass early enough to Fatau, who was already on the run. Was substituted with barely 10 minutes to the end of the game as Joselfo Barnes came,
where Adriana Stars have announced the appointment of coach Asari Bediako as first team head coach. The team in Doma have been without a coach since the end of last week after deciding not to extend the contract of coach Parkwesi Fabian. In a bid to replace the coach, the management of Adriana Stars have concluded talks with a new tactician. Adriana Stars Football Club has sealed a deal with former Hearts of Oak assistant coach Asari Bediako on a short-term contract that could be extended at the end of the 2020-2021 football season. Management of the club has decided not to extend the contract of coach Parkwesi Fabian and has announced the appointment of former Hearts of Oak assistant coach Asari Bediako in less than a week. Adriana Stars are fifth on the league standings with 24 points and just 4 points from league leader Karela, who has 28 points. The former Unity FC coach has top-flight league experience, having worked with Brecum Chelsea for a few years before moving to Accra Hearts of Oak. He is now taking charge of an Adoa Stars side that wants to turn around their season to win the Ghana Premier League title. The month of March is considered as Heritage Month in Ghana, and as such, the entertainment desk will bring us some insights onto some African prints. We'll be right back with it. Stay with us.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
John, who fini new? Wow, Eddie, wabwejuma. I check a roofing now. Oh, you fell one casa from Asatek. Oh, na Simon, roofing is a baby bray, nice keke. Why the catcher? Asatek roofing sheet today, and your nice keke with the bodan swa a chee and rinache. They want the colors are who go for fair be bray. No new free roofing sheet no dear. Who near that will be out. Now so the bodan swa a year supampe. What means which Roman send your open roofing sheet no? You tell the summer pepe. Mama po Asatek money there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers and so on your on-site installation. Oh yes, quality and with the feminine. Asatek 5 days pay na musa can order. Now a year after sales service proper binso. Sheshe Asatek Watema Community 2, Meridian Road, a Benkoko Board Warehouse, Western Region. So Asatek Watakra de Anaji, Yeni Princeland Hotel and Edition, and a Volta Region, Yawa Akachi South District Assembly Kwainosua.
Go, good people of Ghana. Here are some safety measures on prevention of coronavirus. 1. Cover your mouth with tissue when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of tissue into a bin immediately you cough into it, and wash your hands with soap and the running water. Avoid shaking hands and use sanitizers as often as you can. Signs and symptoms of coronavirus include fever, cough, sneezing, and difficulty in breathing. Should you experience any of these, or for more inquiries, please contact 0558 439 868. That's 0558 439 868. Or call 0509 497 700. That's 0509 497 700.
Remember to always wash your hands with soap and the running water.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Some Ghanaians have shared their reasons for wearing made in Ghana prints and designs. Clothes made with the African print fabric According to some patrons, the wearing of it depicts their culture and makes them look unique and beautiful. They, however, continue to urge Ghanaians to patronize made in Ghana clothes during and after the Heritage Month.
Adoatv's entertainment desk took to the streets of Accra to interact with citizens on how often they wear African prints and their reasons for wearing African wear. Interestingly, here was what they had to say.
Every week, I used to wear 3 times in a week, as Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And I think Sundays too, I used to wear when going to church. I like African wear, so made in Ghana is what I normally wear, especially the slippers. And then made in Ghana shoes. Yeah, I like it. Made in Ghana is good. And it's quality. The price too is okay. It's normal because due to the product they used to manufacture it might cost a little for other people, but I think the price is normal. So that everybody should involve him or herself to it and then well made in Ghana to improve and then maintain the quality of the product.
Yeah, I do. Most of the times.
How often do you wear it?
Mostly when I'm going to church, or most of my church dresses are made in Ghana. Wearing made in Ghana clothes means you appreciate, or like you are proud of your country, you are proud of where you come from. So I'll urge everyone to keep on wearing their African wears. Like anything made in Ghana, just support your own.
Okay, I wear African wear every Friday. Yeah, to celebrate my country and to show my country we have something better in our outfits, you know. And actually, Ghanaians and let me say other African countries look good in their colors and African prints. Yeah, that's why I wear African wear. I've been wearing them since last year because I like the way it has been made and, you know, the colors, everything. Like, it's impressive and it shows how I love my country.
African wear in the nation there, yeah. See, Africa, yeah, Ghana, yeah, to man there, and yeah, now. And if I say, if you foreign in there, but yeah, I'm young, I say, and I said, I say, yeah, Africa, yeah, Ghana, to money. If I say GTP, would have pumped to my papa and Eshawa, yeah, never, Ghana had no idea, and it's meeting what dancers say. Papa party. We are in African way. And one idea we say, we are some movie or mamma on so there. We fancy the Juma, the little be about Columbiano, which means Casabia. And fancy are you occasion be not Sibia or occasion be say wedding. And maybe when you be to say, a miss an hour, ya, and no ye. So best African way to me there. Throughout the week, I bet me I say African will be a Saturday and a Sunday. A blame could be a celebration, we are never visa.
Well, let's all rock some African prints in this month. And apart from that, traders of the African or made in Ghana products have disclosed that sales of these products are low. Speaking to Adoatv, they directed their grievances to the closure of the borders and the ban on social gathering, claiming this has affected their sales even after the commencement of the Heritage Month.
Heritage Month, also known as the Ghana Month, is a month set aside by the Ministry of Tourism and government to promote, project, and educate the world at large on Ghana's rich culture, including made in Ghana goods. This initiative, according to traders who deal in African wares, has been their cocoa season during the previous years. According to them, tourists from outside Ghana purchase more of the goods even before the Heritage Month officially commences, but sales have been slow this year due to the closure of borders and the ban on social gathering, they told Adoatv.
Ghana media if you so winner, I want more than say can't afford the number. You so born no cast meta or say where you colo, a colo. To say papa, which I check, and this is now I dear cacra whom the same. As some political money of fine. A young papa, Ghana papa, one a year pan. Now, political about Polishamana, I have fine now. I'm saying, and what I didn't know. To meet me political, and Canadian choir saying, China for them.
Nanka ya toba se no market nanya se said ya tu
ya to border ne baby a plane efa bano nanka outsiders for no mo ba omo permit in Ghana ne manepa but say omo mma biom ti ama market no so ase Meka che Ghana for ne say omo nto made in Ghana ne ma esi an say made in Ghana ne ma na papa first na ye to ne ma ahwenye no ye ahwenye no na ye to na say no ye nto ade ne ma no first na ya biebie borders Lagos Abidjan ne ma no omo ba e de beto na omo de ko ye ne ma bebre say ya tutu sa borders ne ma no mu no say ye nto ye ba ye ti o sa wi abebo ye sa na ya sole ko enti say ne ma no aba from first ye kosro pa ye ba ye ne ma o wo be ba 10 o'clock na what is our bag na wo ko na say ye be 4 kra na ye nam ha ye nto hwe enam say ya tutu borders ni ne ma no mu nti no say ye nto hwe ma ye ana asole na ye ko first ye ko asole ye ko parties ye ko aye enti sa ne ma no nyina no ama aba from enti nipa ntimi siesie ni hu enko wedding enko party enko engagement enti sa ne ma no nyina aba fa enti na sese ahwene no aba from ye nto ma ye no saka ne ma no sa first na sa na asole ye full engagement ye full ne ma ko sese ye si 5 nipa 25 ko aye nipa 25 ye wedding bede na nipa na siesie ni hu na odi akọ wedding ontimi siesie ni hu enti amas ahwene adwane de sese aye basa ye ntimi ntose.
In some more local stories, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. James Opombuenu, has urged senior police officers of the Ghana Police Service to express concerns of personnel. According to him, welfare of personnel must be paramount. He made this known at the launch of the 4-day course on mental health of police personnel following the recent suicide amongst them. And the theme for this year is recent suicide of personnel are regrettable. He urged participants to take the course seriously and cooperate with the resource persons.
There have been at least 3 reported incidents of police officers committing suicide between 30th January and February 14, 2021. On January 30, the half-assistant district police commander, Superintendent Zenge, was reported to have shot himself in his house. 2 days later, another police officer with the National Protection Unit, Constable Eugene Yelnona, reportedly committed suicide by shooting himself in the Greater Accra region. A police officer with the Legal and Prosecution Unit in Ashaman allegedly committed suicide in Tema Community 18 in the early hours of Sunday, February 14, 2021, after being rushed to the police hospital. In a bid to end this, the Ghana Police Service, together with the Ghana Psychological Association, has launched a 4-day course on mental health of police personnel. The psychological well-being workshop is for senior police officers within Accra and Tema. Present at the event were the Inspector General of Police, James Opombuenu, Minister Designate for the Interior, Ambrose Derry, DCOP Mamiyatiwa Adodankwa, the Director of Welfare, Ghana Police Service. Speaking at the launch, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. James Opombuenu, noted that the recent suicide of police officers are regrettable.
Recent happenings of some senior and junior officers committing suicide are very regrettable. And this is a concern to the police administration. We need to find a solution to this.
He indicated plans by the police service of setting up a counseling unit for personnel to channel their concerns for advice.
It is envisaged that the counseling unit will serve as an appropriate avenue or channel for personnel to express their psychological concerns for appropriate redress. It is expected that the unit, which is staffed by competent personnel, will roll out a broad range of programs to improve psychological concerns of our personnel and help them to overcome their struggling state.
He urged personnel to open up and talk on issues bothering them and also advise senior officers to pay attention to their concerns.
We have very young officers working under us. Therefore, it is very necessary that we take our time and listen to them. That's why there are regulations. Every month, every unit is supposed to hold hold a welfare meeting. And the concerns of the personnel are supposed to be expressed. If you cannot solve it, you push it up to us. We'll do what we can.
Honorable Ambrose Derry is the Minister Designate for the Interior. He spoke to the officers.
I'm happy to be involved in a move that is making the President's commitment to welfare more holistic, and to declare this workshop of policing and psychological well-being for police commanders duly open. Thank you.
Isaac Oto reporting from the police headquarters here in Accra for Adoa News.
A visit to the Glefe Township by Adoatv News revealed a dirty surrounding filled with piles of fruit and plastic waste. The filthy scene and overwhelming, disturbing scene seems to increase by the day as residents of the town regularly dump refuse all around despite several efforts by authorities to do their best to curb the situation. A tour by Adoa News reporter Albert Antenalav tells us more about Glefe.
Of water, and as far as the eyes can see, there are sharks, ramshackle structures, scraps, pile of refuse, dead rats, and a dozen children chasing a worn-out football. The water is greenish with multicolored plastic litters, wood, and uncountable worms. Away from the nauseating stench from the greenish pool, a group of shirtless boys are busy at the beach digging a pit to throw in rubbish tied in plastic bags. Less than 50 meters away from the shore, there are dilapidated buildings whose owners have abandoned them to seek life prospects elsewhere. This is not a fable, but rather a real-life situation at Glefe, a waterlogged slum near Dansoman, one of the very cleanest cities in the Accra metropolis. The neighborhood finds itself an unwelcoming neighbor of the violent sea and trapped in filth because city authorities have not done much to manage the situation in the area. Even if they have, some uncourteous residents will have and already brought back the filth in huge piles. While its environment is stomach-churning, the meaning of its name is also on the scary side, a habitation for snakes known in the Ewe language as Gle. The name of the community, according to the chief of the Ewe in Ada community, Ni Amega Amedo II, means the place of path adder. The path adders are venomous snakes that lives in arid regions, swamps, and dense forest. A bustling hive of people living in a seemingly unending patchwork of decaying cement houses and rotten wooden structures on the wetlands, Glefe appears not to have had any cleanup campaigns with its breathtaking mounds of refuse. The refuse dump, sandwiched between a public toilet and the lagoon, is the first sight that greets the visitor. Sanitation is a major problem in the community. There is no proper means of disposing of refuse. At almost every turn, there is a pile of refuse in dug-out sewers, behind houses and along the beach. The situation is worse when it rains and the rubbish ends up in a pool of water. It leaves almost the entire community in a perpetual stench. Pipelines have also run in dirty gutters. A major concern of most residents is the absence of drains, which means that when the heavens open and the rains come pouring, residents are always vulnerable. For Glefe residents, the beginning of the rainy season is a moment they pray for the heavens to just shower and not downpours. According to the residents, the rainy season is a period to plot an exit plan from the community or simply play into the hands of nature. For a community that has more than an estimated 1,000 houses, it is ironic that there are no constructed drains. What looks like a storm drain overflows with garbage and is invaded by weeds, while the ones dug out by the residents are shallow and choked with sand. Upon arrival at some parts of Glifi, we chanced on some residents throwing refuse around after several education by the assemblyman and his unit committee members about the health implication of their activities. We spoke to Mr. Owusu Efriye Charles, the assemblyman of Glifi, and he outlined some of the challenges they go through as authorities of the already sinking in filth and lawlessness residential area.
Comes to sanitation aspect in Glifi, it's not that bad because we've been doing cleanup exercises, but unfortunately for me, I have a tricycle which I use for my cleanup exercises, but the condition of it is not good now. So I have sent it to a workshop for about a month now. It has been there for about a month now, getting to 2 months now. So since that time that I sent the tricycle to work to the shop, I couldn't be able to do a cleanup exercise. That's why maybe you will see some places that we have removed some of the refuse from the gutters to the roadside. But God being so good, I wrote letters to the municipal, I think 3 times, for a compactor so that we can remove and clear. When we remove the filth from the gutters and you did not collect them, it will all go back to the gutters again. So I've written a letter to the municipal, and before you came here this morning, I called the Zoom Lion coordinator who coordinates Ablekuma West, and he has assured me that this Saturday, being a National Sanitation Day, they will get a compactor for me so that I will do the cleanup exercise in the whole electoral area. Start from drugstore, which is Beach Road, drugstore junction, through Royal Hospital, through to Glifi Station, to Glifi Transformer, then back to Yellow House 2.6 junction, which is the end of my electoral area. So coming this Saturday, being the National Sanitation Day, I want to use that opportunity to make an announcement to the community so that they will come out in their numbers and support the cleanup exercise that I'm going to do in this Saturday.
What has been your challenge so far, especially in terms of sanitation?
The challenge is only one: logistics. You see, the logistics that I'm having here is my own personal logistics. The shovels, the rigs and everything. Unfortunately, when the assembly buys them and they give it out to the public for a cleanup exercises, it will end up like they will be stealing all of them. Sometimes it will not be intentional, but some may take some home before they realize somebody will also take it, and we cannot trace them. So the last year, the logistics that the assembly has been lost. And now I can tell you for a fact that the assembly does not have a single shovel or a single rake, unless we have to procure another logistics, which we are discussing it at the assembly, how to secure them, because you can buy any number of logistics. If you cannot take a good care of it, all is going to lost again. So assembly is taking another step to get new equipments for cleanup exercises. Yeah. In my electoral area, they call me Ajumera. So whenever they see me coming out for a cleanup exercise, they respond nicely. But it is the same people who also put the refuse into the gutters. So what I'm intending to do is to give them proper education, like open forums, debates. But unfortunately, again, this coronavirus also has become a headache. You cannot gather people because of the coronavirus. Since I became an assemblyman, this has been a big challenge for me because I've been in the office for a year now. And I promised the people that when I get a nod to serve them, I'll make sure that every quarter we will have an open forum, or we will organize an open forum or whatever for them to, have the impact of the work that I'm going to do. But because of the COVID, you cannot gather people. So I'm planning to have maybe this Saturday's week, we are going to have a stakeholders meeting. I'm planning to meet with the chiefs, the school heads, the churches, Muslims community, let's say associations, landlords associations, and the people that matter in the electoral area. I'll bring all of them together. I have some plans that I want us to do, some developmental projects. We don't have any government school in Glefe. We don't have any chiefs compound. We don't have any market. We don't have proper lolly station at Glefe and a police post. So this is the 5 main things that I want us to discuss in or during the stakeholders meeting. Where one, the land issues are a very big challenge in Glefe. We don't have a proper land which we can use for any such developmental projects. So I'm thinking that we have some small portion that the assembly reclaim at the station there, and we need to decide what we want to do on that place. Yeah, so during the stakeholders meeting this Saturday's week, we will table all these things and we will know which one supposed to come first, being it a chiefs compound is going, maybe that one is going to be our first priority, or a police post. I'm going to do it like in a form of research. We will print the paper and I'll be giving it to the stakeholders who will be coming to the meeting. Just do your arrangements. Do you want the hospital to be first, or do you want the chiefs compound to be first, or do you want, let's say, not hospital, rather chiefs compound, or the police post, or market, or lorry park?
We'll be back with some international news. Stay with us.
Super na wanya pomuden se wo benum nso a hwe hu ni se eye migo purified mineral water eye nso a yetu ni baby pa asaso ni so se kroje se wonya migo purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum super migo mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na ye ede na nkabia ni atri migo purified mineral water bacteria na mhenu abewram eye very hygienic obia di wadanse migo mineral water neatly packaged for 500 ml bottles mu na wani bosua na wokon donsio wo benya migo purified mineral water to bebia to phone call dodo wa Amanfro Tipa Junction and afre 050-7055-409 and 055-392-1088 migo purified mineral water akona kono.
John, ufi nyinyo. Wow, ede yefe, ede wabwejuma. I check ufi na, oye fe wankasa from Asatek. Oh, na same roofing sheets abba bebre nice keke. Why na kachel? Asatek roofing sheet die, enye nice keke o. With the bodan swa echeyi, enwe na che. Na won kalesa hodo fe bebre. No mu free roofing sheet no die. Who nya that we bia o. Na so the bodan swa ejire so pampe. Utumi so chiro mo se ne ope roofing sheet no. We twa the sama pepepe. Mama po Asatek money there. One ma technical advice na estimate free. Our professional installers nso a your on-site installation. Ne boss kura da fam pa. Oh yes, quality ne bo da feminine. Asatek 5 days pay na musa kan order. Na we year after sales service proper binso. Hwehwe Asatek Watema Community 2, Meridian Road, Ebenkoko Board Warehouse, Western Region. So Asatek Watakrade Anaji, Yene Princeland Hotel and di hwenimu. And a Volta Region yawo Akachi South District Assembly kwan so ha.
international front, a group of nearly 300 girls who were kidnapped from a school in northwestern Nigeria last week has been released, a local official has said. The girls were abducted by unidentified gunmen from their boarding school in Zamfara State on Friday and were taken to a forest. The state governor said on Tuesday that the group has been freed and the girls are now safe. Such kidnappings are carried out for ransom and are common in the north. Dozens of girls were seen gathered at a government building in Zamfara after they were taken there in a fleet of minibuses. Governor Bello joyfully wrote on his Twitter about their tireless efforts towards freeing the girls. The authorities said 279 girls was accurate figure instead of 317. One official told Reuters news agency that the discrepancy was because some of the girls had fled shortly after being abducted. The girls were reportedly made to walk a long distance into the forest after their kidnapping. The group's release was secured through negotiations between government officials and the abductors. Authorities in Zamfara State told BBC that had denied paying for the girls to be released, but last week President Muhammadu Buhari admitted state governments had paid kidnappers with monies and vehicles in the past and urged them to review the policy. President Buhari said he felt overwhelming joy at the news of the girls' release because their ordeal has come to a happy end. That brings us to the end of the evening news bulletin here on Adoatv. Let's take a recap of our headlines. Now, the vaccination rollout program against COVID-19 started earlier today. And constituency executives of Ablekuma North in a petition have requested the removal of the current MCE. Business Guta has called on all stakeholders over the increment of port tariffs. In sports, the Black Satellites of Ghana are set to face Uganda in the upcoming AFCON finals. The news was proudly brought to you by Asatec Roofing Sheets and Cookware, Migo Drinking Water, and Blue City Ties and Accessories. My name is Nafa Alikwaku. Enjoy the rest of our programs.